In example 2, we are going to solve quadratic equations using approximate answers. Where in example 1 we were using exact answers. Approximate means we're going to round that answer, and this time to the nearest hundredth. So letter A, we're going to solve it pretty much the same way. We have h squared equal to 88. We still have to get rid of that 2, that exponent, and to do that we can take the square root of both sides. So I'm going to take the square root of h squared, and then plus or minus the square root of 88. The square root and the squared, they undo each other, so the h comes out. And then I have this plus or minus the square root of 88. Now I don't have to worry about simplifying it because I just want an approximate answer. So at this point, you're just going to type in the square root of 88 on your calculator. If you need help finding that square root button, let me know, but the square root button is above the squared button, the x squared button on the left-hand side. If you can't find it again, let me know and I'll show you where it's at. But if you plug that in, you should see that you get about 9.38. So your answer is plus or minus 9.38. And on Alex, you'd have to write that in as h equals 9.38 and negative 9.38. In letter B, let's do another one. We have x squared equal to negative 12. So just like before, we have to get rid of that exponent. We can do that by taking the square root of both sides. So we'll do the square root of x squared and the square root of negative 12. The square root and the squared, they cancel each other out, so our x comes on out. And then we want to do the square root of negative 12. Now I want you to type that into your calculator and see what happens. You should have gotten an error on your calculator, and the reason for that is you cannot take the square root of a negative number. Remember, there's no number that you can raise to the second power and get a negative to come back out again. So this right here tells us that we have no solution. And remember, this should have been plus or minus, so no solution. Now I'd like you to take a second and do the try this. So pause it now, unpause it when you're ready to check your answer. If you did the try this correctly, you should have gotten an answer of plus or minus 9.64. If you have questions, please let me know.